Welcome to the podcast series Talking Success, Connecting the Global FinTech Community. I'm Catherine Brassell, and today I am joined out of Slovakia by Karin Milková, who is the Commercial Director at TrustPay. Founded in 2009, TrustPay belonged to the first financial institution within the region to provide secure e-commerce payments across the European Economic Area. They provide innovative payment services for online businesses with cross-border reach, offering a variety of payment solutions under one roof. With that, I will hand over to Karin. How have you been? And thank you so much for joining us today. How has your week been so far?
Hi, Catherine. It's pleasure to be here with you. So yeah, my week so far was nice. Indeed, a bit sunny here in Bratislava. So yeah, it's already Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. Indeed.
Yeah, we love Fridays ourselves, and we like to call them our FinTech Friday. So thanks again so much for joining us today. We'd like to kick off the podcast just to hear a little bit more about yourself. You're a woman in FinTech, which is something that we celebrate ourselves at Talent in the Cloud. We'd love to just hear a little bit about your own background, your journey, what got you passionate about FinTech and really into the space.
Yeah, sure. So basically, after finishing the university studies, it was only, of course, natural to look for the first full-time job opportunity. I started to work for TrustPay in entry-level job position as a support representative. I would lie if I told you that the first weeks were easy, because compared to the life of student, there was a huge complexity of the tasks and not so many chances to just watch someone to do them and learn. Because in TrustPay, we always had really fast-paced environment, which can be perhaps quite confusing for a newbie. But at the same time, it drives you to learn faster and hesitate less, as there will be no second options to redo something or ask again, mainly if it was already communicated to the customer. So since I joined 6 years ago, there was not a day on site with no news and procedures to be learned. So it means constant follow-ups and discussions with the colleagues connected with the cooperation between different departments, as nobody can cover all of the topics. So it's simply not humanly possible. For me personally, the conversation with existing or soon-to-be clients were always the favorite piece of bread. So I was never keen on studying rich data sheets or making broad calculations. My best performance, on the other hand, was shown when we were trying to communicate more complicated topics to the partners or even soothe the potential conflict. So that is the reason why my career path so far was always running around the relationship with the clients, trying to keep them as happy as possible, but at the same time bring the added value to everyday business of theirs and helping them to achieve the goals by bringing more end customers who are really comfortable finishing the transactions online. So from the junior support position, where the daily operational topics are being covered, many of our partners were basically accompanying me to more strategic and perhaps thoughtful waters of account management. So there I was in charge of keeping and strengthening of business relationship with our important clients. After being more confident with given tasks, I was taking over the management of the whole team in order to get even better results by more efficient agenda division. And representing the client-oriented, aka I would say front office voice, I was gradually overviewing also more customer-facing departments, including marketing and sales team. So having said that, I really cannot imagine a day in my work without being a part of the ecosystem, which is really helping us to make our clients happier and gain as many new good partnerships as possible.
That's great, Karin. And you had some great longevity at TrustPay. Talk to me a bit more about some of the core products. I know you guys are based out of Slovakia. Yeah, just to unpack that a little bit more about some of those products that you guys do offer in the payment space and what you are actually doing for your clients and what problems you're solving.
Yeah, indeed. So we are already on the market for a longer time. So I would say that like TrustPay is a payment institution. We are based in Central Europe, and we are not a startup anymore. We are on the market more than 10 years, from 2009, and for somebody to know, just we are located in Central Europe, quite far away from you. It's in Slovakia. However, our business scope is mainly international. So I would say that, I would love to talk more about our core product. So it's basically about the card payments acceptance and the corporate accounts. And these products are tailor-made for all e-commerce merchants who want to accept and send online payments smoothly. And our core belief is that when you are developing solutions, having in mind the individual needs of specific e-commerce businesses, you are not just some random external provider to the merchant, but their long-term partner they can rely on. And we are keen on monitoring up-to-date trends in order to be among the first in the region who is bringing the modern ways of transferring funds online. And that's about it.
So you've spoken about some of the products that you offer at TrustPay and the value of the customer. Talk to me a bit more about the people at TrustPay, how you go about selecting your teams, growing that commercial department that you do manage, and really just to unpack that for us.
So basically, when it comes to colleagues we are hiring for my specific departments, their main power should be definitely based in soft skills. So when in touch with the clients or potential prospects, leads you are trying to onboard, you need someone really empathetic, sensitive to reading in between the lines, of course extroverted and smiling even the right with the particular customer is bumpy enough. So we can never hire the person who is afraid to speak up. Of course, I mean always in the nice manner, and at the same time confidently enough to not get rolled over by more expressive customer. We all know that feeling. And my team is always the voice of the customers, echoing within the company. And we are always aiming to provide the best service, even in case it should mean the temporary discomfort for our colleagues. So it is not a coincidence that we are the loudest department at our premises. Everybody's saying that. So yeah.
Okay, great. And let's talk about you. You're a woman, you're in FinTech. What would you say are some of the core characteristics of your leadership style? How are you driving performance at TrustPay? And just really talk to us a little bit more about yourself as a leader at this company.
Yeah, indeed. So I would say it always served me well to be aware in each and every detail which cards I'm playing with, meaning knowing my customers and colleagues to the most extent possible. So it's basically like that when you know what are your clients up to, or what is currently really important for them to solve, you can always broaden the relationship more efficiently compared with the situation when you are just presenting new products, trying the luck and see if at least one of the options ends in a deal. Because in case you leave much more case to hear your partners' long-term and short-term plans, you do not have to guess. You already know what they are eager to have, and subsequently how your products fit into the plan. And it is the same story with managing the team. So if you know the strengths and also opportunities to learn, you can always fit the task to the person, not the opposite way around. So a different mixture of teams members' characteristics, values, and motivations can bring some hidden benefit in each occasion. You just need to pick proper people to manage the task. Alternatively, if possible, it is ideal to combine team members to have an opportunity for junior members' development. Because my preference was always in practice learning. I mean, theories are nice, but usually don't even remember them in tougher, like active situation throughout your career.
Yeah, definitely. And we do love that sort of mindset. Talk to us a bit more about being a woman in fintech. Perhaps some advice you can offer other women in fintech, and just how you've navigated the landscape of fintech as a woman.
Yeah, I really don't think so that it's a sort of struggle to be woman in fintech. You just need to pick your own space. I would say that, for example, everyone needs to evaluate, as I mentioned even in the previous discussion of ours, their own strengths. And at the same time, everyone needs to know like what's better not to do, right? So, for example, for me as a woman, it's like it's really nice to have regular discussion with our existing partners, to hang around with them, just to just hear more about their businesses and learn on the way. But at the same time, I would say that we do have a lot of other ladies colleagues who are more keen on, for example, data analysis. So it's not like this sort of stereotypes that women always need to undertake just the front office position. But yeah, for me personally, yeah, I would say that I would fit into this type of stereotype, because yeah, I love to discuss any business opportunities or any active clients situation on a daily basis. But yeah, I cannot imagine myself to calculate Excel sheets. But yeah, as I told you, we do have many colleagues who are always keen on this sort of tasks. So it's not different from any other industries. I would say there is always a possibility to find your love job, either you are man or woman.
That's great to know. And we'd love to move over to discussing some fintech trends. We like to always pick the brains of industry leaders to just understand, what trends are you currently following in the fintech space? Is there anything that you kind of have your eye on? And is there anything that you feel will impact TrustPay specifically that you're watching at the moment?
Yeah, sure. Good question. So yeah, I think the biggest nowadays challenge in our industry is to make the payments faster and more reliable for every corner of the world. So right now, many methods such as European SEPA instant scheme or crypto payments are focused on having the transfer in the final destination within a blink of eye. So we are always keen on being on top of the innovations, offering sort of payment highway solutions. So that is why we were among the first institutions in our country to offer SEPA instant scheme to our customers. So via this option, they are able to receive and send the payments across Europe through the channel, which allows crediting the beneficiary within few seconds. And moreover, we always manage to find a way how to customize the product to make it even more user friendly. We all know that filling in the endless payment forms can make us run away, even in cases we really wanted to buy the particular product or service online. So that's why we are long term, not just focused on the speed, but we are screening what is the market yearning for. So, for example, during the recent period of time, it's showing that people locally have their domestic, most popular, and well established online payment methods. And card payments are, for some of them, just the sidekick alternative. In and in case we wanted to have a valid offering for international businesses focusing on their audience in different countries, it was in fact duty of care to provide as many alternative options to card payments as possible. So right now, our partners have the option to cover many countries across Europe and even globally, not just by Visa and MasterCard payments, but also using popular local brands whose logos on the merchant's website can even enhance trust of the end customer approaching the purchase. So the best part of this is that all these options can be gained via single agreement and integration. So instead of chasing plenty providers, the merchant can be really focused on business only, on its growth, leaving the payments management in trusted hands of one strong partner.
That's great. And we certainly ourselves believe in partnerships. So I can understand how that would make things a lot more seamless for your clients.
Yeah, indeed. So it's like, like if you are serving your customers well, they can always rely that you will always be like up to any challenge, or always prepared to give some good advice. So they don't need to come to you and ask or for some, like the solutions for any of their potential problems. Our main aim is to be proactive, not just reactive towards our customers, and just offer them these solutions we know that will be really, really, really good to have in even in a long-term point of view.
So let's talk a bit more about what is on the horizon for the rest of this year anyway at TrustPay. What can you let us know is on the cards and brewing?
Yes, so it's a mystery, just for everyone to keep posted with each and every of our news. It's sometimes it's even hard for our colleagues, because like there's like so many new developments and products on our development pipeline, but in general, I would say that we are going to be unstoppable during the further integration and development of local international payment methods, including the best optimization of each option in order to make it available for as broad audience as possible. So meaning so far we covered mainly the European region with all of the alternative payment options I mentioned. And we do have some of the internationals as well, but still we are always keen to know each and every new method which is penetrating the market, either international or local, so we can add it into our portfolio to have as many coverage as possible. And at the same time, we are fans of clients' feedbacks. So each product has some potential to grow even further after the valuable input about the new features needed to make it even more attractive. Because not every time you can think about each and every option the customer would prefer to have, right? So hence I would say that if you are into fintech news, you should not miss the opportunity to follow our social media, namely LinkedIn, either TrustPay or IBANIZE, to learn more about the recent developments.
That's brilliant, Karin. Thank you so much. And on that note, if any of our listeners would like to get hold of you or at anyone at TrustPay, what is the best way for them to reach you and get hold of you?
Yeah, sure, indeed. Or they can even contact us or connect with me on the LinkedIn as well, as preferred, because someone is preferring more private way of communication. Someone love to leave the comment on LinkedIn wall. So we our potential customers can reach out to us either via LinkedIn or even through our website, leaving their contact details in the contact form, and one of our team members will gladly take over the conversation.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Karin, for your time today. It really was such a pleasure to hear your journey, to hear more about what you guys are doing at TrustPay, and we will certainly be keeping an eye on you guys, and look forward to speaking again soon.
Thank you, Catherine. It was an amazing opportunity for me, so thank you for that.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode, Talking Success, Connecting the Global FinTech Community. Please follow us on LinkedIn under Talent in the Cloud, or if you're interested in exec talent, expanding your FinTech team, or you yourself are looking for an exciting change in your career, please check out our website, talentinthecloud.io.